Hey, you know how it is. You know what they say about, third time's a charm, right? Right? I did it again. Anyway, so yes, I decided, you know what, screw it. I will make a supervillain team to counter the two superhero teams I just made. So, let's get into that. So yeah, let's make a Sinister 6 team. So, for this version, I'll explain it as we go along, so let's get into it. So, let's get into the leader of this team, and it's not Octavius, it's Hobgoblin. So, Roderick Kingsley Hobgoblin, to be exact. So, for this version of the team, for this version of the Sinister Six, Kingsley has formed his own Sinister Six, and basically tells the other five of them, look, the mob, we're dealing with some mob shit out here, like Hammerhead, Silvermane, Tombstone. All of them are just, the Rose, Wilson Fisk's other bastard kid. All of them. They are all vying for control, and we've got a piece of the pie. And this way, I can, if you hook up with me, I can protect you from all these other gangs moving in on the territory, and plus I will guarantee you, once we take out these other gangs and maybe Spider-Man and a few other heroes here and there, I will divvy up the territories in New York for you guys. That sound good? Yeah. The other thing people forget is that Roderick Kingsley isn't crazy. He's actually pretty smart and is more about criminal underworld stuff than other things. So there you go. So Hobgoblin would be the leader of this team. So who would be on the who are the other five members? Well, for starters, Scorpion, Mac Gargan joining this team. It makes a lot of sense. He is definitely he's incredibly strong. He's agile. He's got a tail that can shoot acid or lightning bolts or whatever. The other thing is that how I would do this is that Kingsley breaks Gargan free from the police collar he has on, and be like, "Hey, Gargan, I pulled you out of that mess. You owe me now. And plus, when this is over, you can be Boss Gargan." So I think Mac would be like, "Sure, Kingsley, I can do that." So Scorpion as our second member. Our following member for this team, we're going to go with a little more classic to the original Sinister Six. And the next member on this team is Sandman. Sandman, probably the biggest powerhouse on this team. Sandman would be up for it, but I also think he would kind of keep a close eye on Kingsley, because he's like, I've worked with Roderick Kingsley before. That man will go to some serious lengths to kill people, and that's really I think he would be kind of nervous about working for him. And yeah, he's been made to do other horrendous things in the past, but Flint has always been more about trying to be human, and I think Sandman would be like, I'll join you, and I'll even kill whoever, especially if it's we kill Spider-Man, but I don't want collateral damage, and Hobgoblin would be like, I don't think you get a say in the matter, but he would definitely be one of the major muscle on this team. So absolutely, Sandman would be a part of this incarnation of the Sinister Six. So we're halfway through. So who's our next member of this team? Well, this is going to be a little more shocking, because, and it's not Shocker. It is not Shocker. It's Stegron. Now, for those who don't know who Stegron is one of Spider-Man's more offbeat villains. Stegron is basically a dinosaur mutant man, and he lives in the Savage Land. He usually teams up with Sauron, but here, Stegron, who was part of Matt's ninja clan for a bit until he went AWOL, I think Kingsley would find him and be like, "Hey, Stegron, you're gonna, you want protection from Daredevil, who might be I think it would be Kingsley would find Stegron and be like, "Hey, listen, so it's cool that you're a big dinosaur man and all, but listen, what if?" And I'm just throwing this out here. What if Matt comes after you, or the Hand for you helping him. Don't you want some protection? You need some protection, and in turn, I can give you labs to make dinosaur people. Just think about it. So yeah, Stegron, and plus, like, it's a giant dinosaur man. I think just the thought of, like, yeah, having a dinosaur man on this team would be pretty fun. I like dinosaurs. Shut up. So we got 4 members. Let's move on to our next member, our 5th member of this team, and that is the Spot. The Spot has been getting a lot of love lately, obviously showing that he can be an Akira-level threat in a way. But here, Kingsley would utilize the Spot as, like, their getaway person. Also, I think he would basically have him, like, here, Spot, you're going to be our getaway guy. You're also going to be, like, whenever we're stealing stuff, we're going to use your portals. We're going to hide them in the little spot dimension that you have. We're going to do all of that. And also, remember, Spot was terrifying as the when he took on the identity of Coyote in Mark Waid's run. So I think Kingsley would utilize the Spot as a kind of level of, hey, if you're not going to talk, I'll just have Spot here, like, move your head and put it somewhere else in, like, a crate, while your rest of your body is just kind of separated, and you're still alive. Something like that. I think Kingsley would definitely utilize the Spot in way more horrifying ways. So, there you go, the Spot. And finally, the last member of this group would be the last member of this team for this incarnation. I've thought about, like, who could it be, like, who I would want, and the last member I went with was Morbius. The reason being is because I would have it here that while Morbius is, like, anti-hero sometimes, but villain, here, Kingsley would be like, where are you going to go? You've killed how many people? So how about you come work for me? I'll give you protection from the cops and Spider-Man and all that, and in turn, I'll feed you blood, and you can be my tech guy. You can be my scientist for when I want to make some real bioweapon nightmares. And I think Morbius would be forced into it. Although I think he and Sandman would be like, yo, this guy's fucking crazy. What do we do? So there you go, guys. That is pretty much my version of the Sinister Six. So you guys tell me in the comments below, if you could make a Sinister Six team, who would be on it? Just comment below, let me know. Once again, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.